participant from the playoff last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Terrapins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Buckeyes offense will get the first crack at it here. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Go straight ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Maryland's offense will have its first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make the first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets it out fast. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got a step and just dusted the field. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Scanning the field, it's Hurley. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, uniting the crowd.
And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Wants to fire on second down. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's going to run it. Breaks the tackle. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Going right to work up top. Right on the money. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Now on first down from the 43. Let's go. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the left. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Makes the grab on the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff to the lone back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
What a day, his third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field.
trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no...
Got a lot of room to the right. The 30. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Terrapins!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Off the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He'll try to do it himself. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a 1st down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Slings it downfield. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
The Terrapins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Hurley. Flips it out to the back. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Terrapins really need to keep this drive alive on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Quickly complete. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's looking deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up third down.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side of the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Got it in the middle, it's Price. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive aggressiveness by this offense.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Terrapins are flying down the field. To the air, it's Hurley. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Dead center perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he's going to bring it out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. The play action fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The quick out. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been
turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking to throw. It's Hurley. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quick strike complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably one he wants back.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Got his man. Across the 25, he's got room. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Hurley. Under fire. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to fire. Hit as he throws. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So we open the final period with a third down play. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Terrapins will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Floating away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Hurley. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Price. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
They'll run it from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Complete to the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
To the air on 2nd down. Punts it out of the air. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Terrapins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Dropping back, it's Hurley. Pocket breaking down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well?
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll... take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working that left side. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines on it. Listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route, but either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
He'll throw it. This time he's got it. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Davis will throw. Finds his man. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Got his man quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Hurley. Catch in the middle, it's Price. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the RPO, complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. You don't have to make things complicated. You seize zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to him, after the catches, their specialty, can make some magic happen. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Got his man in the middle. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Terrapins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Davis looking to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go back to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're still firing away even with this lead. Gets it out quickly. Finds a little space. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout